really need to eat something. I really need to eat something.
But never woke up.
Come here.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was feeling.
quick! Quick! Go! You gonna fuck with us?
Yrittäkö ökät?
Puro on pofato.
Jätkälät voida pelkästään kätkä perch.
Posso cra.
Something... Hey, I'm here. Help.
Are you alright, sir?
Something happened to my foot and my back. Thank God you came along. I am. Sir Yanav Sokotleski. And you?
I'm Henry. Just Henry.
A pleasure to meet you. Will you help me?
Can I examine your wound?
Do what you can. I hope you can help.
How did this happen?
I was fleeing from those butchers. In my haste, I wasn't watching where I was going. I tripped over something. I landed on my back.
Is anything besides your foot hurt?
My ribs too. It's as if a horse ran over me. Every word hurts.
Now for those ribs. You're not coughing up blood, are you?
God, no. I can breathe. It just hurts like hell.
Oh, that's good. Otherwise, you'd be in deep trouble. It looks like your bones and lungs are in good shape. Just a bit bruised. Where exactly does your foot hurt?
Mostly my ankle. And my toes. It feels like someone crushed them. With pincers.
I'll have to take off your boot. I won't know anything until I do.
Very well. Just be careful. Thank God. I barely felt that. Good work.
Just don't get your expectations up. This is just the beginning. Now, let's have a look at those toes.
Ow!
Well, it looks like you've dislocated 2 toes. I can tell just by looking. I'm not surprised it hurts. They're as swollen as if you've been standing barefoot in an anthill. Show me your ankle. I'll feel it. You see? It's sprained. That explains the swelling and pain. One bad step, and that's it. No, I don't think I've left anything out.
And can you do anything for me?
I'd better have another look. No, I don't think...
And can you do anything for me?
You've sprained your ankle, dislocated a few toes, and bruised your ribs.
But I'm still alive.
That's the most important thing. The rest I can take care of. For those ribs, you'll need something for the pain, and some bandages to keep things in place. The toes will be worse. I'll have to set those bones back in place.
That's going to hurt, isn't it?
Yeah. But I can get you something to give you courage. And then I can rub some healing ointment on it. You mustn't put any strain on your ankle. It needs to be tightly bandaged. A healing ointment wouldn't hurt, either. That's all I can do.
Thanks. At least for your efforts.
We'll see if I diagnosed you properly. I'll fix that ankle and those bruised ribs. Keep the bandages clean and change them once in a while. Got it, sir?
Very well. I'll try.
First, we need to straighten out those toes. The longer they stay dislocated, the worse they'll heal.
Will it hurt?
It won't be nice, but a little liquid courage will certainly help.
Good idea. Do you have anything?
Maybe I could find something.
Give it here.
Damn. Don't have a single drop. Sorry. Do you want to try it dry?
Well, what other choice do I've?
All right. Better look the other way. And clench your teeth.
The pain vanished. It's gone. Or rather, it's almost gone.
You're welcome. This should help your ribs and ankle to heal. Give it some time, and you'll be as fit as a fiddle. Well, I've done as much as I can for you. The rest is up to God.
Don't be so modest. You've done more than any sawbones could. You have golden hands.
Will you manage by yourself now?
I think so. I just need to get to the inn by the oak. I'll be safe there, but I need a different kind of help from you.
What's it about?
Listen, are you familiar with this area?
I know it like the back of my hand. Maybe even better.
Then you're my man. I need a messenger to act on my behalf in the King's military camp by Kuttenberg.
In Sigismund's camp? What's he got to do with it?
Let me explain. My older brother, the Knight Sir Peter of Sukotleski, is being held captive in the camp. He's fallen into the clutches of a Hungarian baron. Laszlo Farkas is his name. I was supposed to go to the camp and negotiate the terms of his release.
So why do you want to send me there?
Because no one is going to harm an envoy, especially when coin is at stake. I'll no longer go anywhere without protection. Being ambushed once in a lifetime is enough, thanks.
I'd like to hear more details. Who am I supposed to go and see? Who is he?
A Hungarian baron. His name is Laszlo Farkas, but I know hardly anything about him, so you're going to have to ask about him in the camp.
What do you need me to negotiate for you?
The terms for a handover. What we need to do for them to release Peter. Try not to act like a ragamuffin or lout in front of Laszlo. When he sees that he's speaking to a man of distinction, perhaps he won't try to walk all over you.
And where should the handover take place?
It has to be on neutral ground, so neither party has an advantage. Remember that.
What should I know about Peter?
Sir Peter, Knight of Sukotleski. He's several years older than I and fought in many great battles. He was always lucky, and nothing ever happened to him. But now, it looks as if fortune has abandoned him.
What does Peter look like?
He's as bold as an egg and has a scar on one cheek.
A souvenir from a battle?
Hardly. Once, his horse was spooked and bolted through some bushes with him on the saddle. He nearly lost an eye, but fortunately, he only got that scar.
What if that Hungarian doesn't release Peter?
Farkash? He will. War costs money and captives have to be fed too. There's also the matter of honor.
What's so honorable in this?
On the battlefield, knights go up against other knights who are often very similar, only they're carrying out the orders of different masters. They have to fight each other, that's clear. But they can demonstrate to each other their honor and spare the lives of the defeated. Moreover, knights often have wealthy relatives who'll pay to have them freed. So, it pays to keep a knight alive and healthy after a defeat.
Aha. I understand. I can try.
God bless you. Here's a letter with the seal of the Lords of Sokotlevsky. Present it to Laszlo Farkash as proof that I sent you. If my memory serves me, this road leads to the inn by the oak. It's not far. I think I can make it on foot. Once you take care of things in the camp, we'll meet there. And thank you, once again. You've saved my life.
Thanks. Quick! Ja! Quick! Go! Ja! Ja! Quick! Ja! Have you found the rest of that human gang that ambushed you yet?
Yeah. I tracked down their camp. It's not far from here, but there's a horde of them.
Oh, shit. What will you do?
We have to face them. We have no choice. They still have our chest. But since you're here, friend, we could sure use an extra sword. What do you say? Will you stand in battle once more at the side of the Zimburg brothers?
So how many humans are there?
I don't know exactly. But their camp isn't exactly small. I'd feel a lot safer if you went there with us.
Remind me, please. What's so important about that chest they stole from you?
Well, it's a family heirloom. Nothing special, just a small decorated chest.
And what's inside?
It's not important. I'll tell you everything once we get it back.
I can't pass up an opportunity like this. Let's crack some thieving heads.
I knew we could count on you. Tugbone will get the horses ready, and we'll be off.
Henry, come here. Hey,
So? Have you come up with a plan?
There's nothing to plan. We'll just storm in and cut them to pieces.
You want to get yourself killed? We can't just waltz into their camp. We should take advantage of the fact that they don't know about us. Take them out one by one, nice and quietly.
You can't be serious. That's the way of murderers, not knights.
Enough! You want to get revenge, don't you? So what's with the sneaking around?
Exactly. Let's go!
Blockheads.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
I'll be done with you in a flash. True blood, yeah!
Still believe in yourself.
What now? Had enough, have you?
That's good.
Let him have it!
It's done. The camp is clear. Do you feel better now? Finally getting your revenge?
Yeah, not at all. We still have to find our chest. Try looking around here a bit. If you find something, come back to me. Damnation!
Where the hell is it? Where are you hiding, you bastards? Where are you hiding it, you bastards? Bloody humans.
I found something, but it doesn't look like a chest for valuables.
You give it here, quickly! Oh, thank God. We're saved.
And now I hope you'll finally tell me what's in the chest.
You're right. I promised you. As you correctly noted, it is not a chest for valuables. It is a reliquary.
What? So they stole a bunch of bones?
In your hands, you held Knight Alesh of Zimburg, our father.
What?
At least, what's left of him. You see, when father died, as well as his two grieving sons, he also left behind his worldly possessions. In particular, our family seat, Engelsberg Castle. A castle that rightfully belongs to us, but our mother refuses to grant it to us. Instead, she made our uncle steward. She says we're too young and reckless for such responsibility.
And why did your mother entrust the castle to your uncle? As a widow, she could also rule, right?
It's a gesture of goodwill. Mother always had what you might call a warm relationship with Uncle Predbor of Zimburg. But as a knight, he couldn't hold a candle to our father. That idiot would like to return the estates to the lower nobility. That's why we need to get our castle back quickly.
And how is this related to the reliquary?
In accordance with family tradition, the remains of the lords of Zimburg are buried in Sedlets. This is how the monastery shows its gratitude to our ancestor, the founder of our line, who had it built long ago. Many years ago, however, we moved to Moravia and abandoned the tradition. My brother and I decided to lay our father to rest in this holy place, and prove to our mother that we had grown up.
Except on the way, they stole the reliquary from you.
Indeed. If Mother found out what happened, she would never hand over Engelsberg, not even to our grandchildren.
Why didn't you want to tell me what we were looking for?
You don't take it personally, but if word got out that we had lost it, even for a short time, you can't imagine what an embarrassment that would be. Our father, a noble knight, in the hands of Sigismund's foreigners? Oh, fortunately, we saved him.
I know what it's like to bury a father. I was glad to help you.
You are a good and honorable man, Henry. Once more, in the name of the Zimburgs, and in the name of our dead father, I thank you. Now my brother and I must go to Sedlets, but then we will stay here for a while. If you need anything, you know where to find our camp. Until then, good luck, my friend.
May God be with you.
Quick! Hey, you! Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, of Skalitz.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Skalitz, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels.
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who refuse to pay their debts, as long as I'm getting paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
Haha, that doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from so-and-so. After that, it's none of my concern.
A mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your fighting skills against someone now and then on the road, especially when money's involved. So, what do you say?
Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your stamina. How about that?
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win.
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, you wanted to know about stamina. It's a good idea to start by limbering up and stretching your body a bit. Then you won't strain your muscles as often. This may sound like cheap advice, but it's not something that should be underestimated.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks.
To start, grab a crossbow and some bolts. It seems that the trophy is only effective against bandits, so don't waste your time on civilians or guards. While the game doesn't provide a distance tracker, you're looking at around 25-30 meters for your shot. If you're new to using ranged weapons, aiming might be tricky since the crossbow tends to shake quite a bit. It's a good idea to save your game before taking a shot, so you can reload and give it another go if needed.
Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. I'm sorry to bother you, but I must stop you for a moment. Can I have a word?
What do you want from me?
I'm the Royal Collector, and I want you to pay your duty.
What duty?
The King's duty. Now come here and don't delay. Well, come here. So, what? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew, the King's Chief Customs Collector. I collect dues on trading routes.
Ah, I've been looking for you.
Is that so? Why would that be?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still alive. I thought he'd been executed a long time ago.
He's free again, thanks to us. He's getting his old band together, so they sent me looking for you.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should come running to him like a good boy.
So, you don't want to come back then?
For the record, I have nothing against the devil, but I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master. The past is past.
Don't you miss the Devil's Pack? Kubienka is still talking about the old days.
I like to think of them sometimes too, but I don't miss them. None of them really know why they're with the devil anyway. Most of them just don't have anything else to do. If the devil reigned, they would just drink themselves to death or kill each other. At least I know what I want.
And you're content with robbing poor souls by the road?
Ah, you are quite wrong there. I'm a customs collector, and it's still better than being with the devil.
The Devil and Zizka have a higher purpose. We fight for our rightful king.
How? Like capturing nobles and them demanding money for their release? We gutted their people, and they gutted us, but only the devil got the money and the glory. What the fuck is noble about that?
You don't understand. How could you? The devil is a nobleman. Things are dealt with differently by them.
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, you can tell the devil that I thank him for his offer, but after careful consideration, I'm choosing to be a free tradesman.
Well, all right.
Since you're already here, did you pay the duty?
What are you talking about? What duty?
What do you think? To the king! I am His Majesty's Chief Customs Collector.
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment? A royal customs collector's time is precious.
What customs collector? You're just a bandit.
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take. Cough up!
The devil's counting on me to find and reunite all of his old band.
Why should I care?
What do you think he's gonna do when he finds out his capture was all a setup?
Set up? What are you blabbering about?
Well, I'll just tell him there was a rat in his band that set him up. And I know who it was.
You bastard. No wonder you and the devil are like brothers.
Are we finally on the same page?
Aye. It's bad enough I'm being hunted by the Miskovitz bailiff and the Sukdal captain. There's even a bounty on my head. I don't need a pissed-off devil coming after me too.
I heard about the bounty. You're the talk of every inn, after all. I reckon stealing from traders has made you rich, hasn't it?
More than you could imagine. Their pockets are either full of silver or their wagons are bursting with goods. Kuttenberg is a wealthy town, and the merchants are flocking there like flies to shit. You can learn a thing or two that way. If you want, I can share some of my knowledge with you.
How can I find you?
Our camp is in the woods on the hill by Visuka. It will probably take you a while to find it first. We don't like uninvited visitors, you see.
Boom.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this?
Well,
Fine.
I'd like to learn.
What is this about? All right.
I'd like to.
What is it?
I'd like.
I'll tell.
I'd like to.
What is it?
I'm interested.
I'll
I heard you stole a rare manuscript for Sedlet's monastery.
Perhaps. And why'd you ask? Might you be interested in it?
I just might.
It will not be cheap.
You want a little too much.
Go steal some more, or you'll get nothing.
I want to buy that book from you that I was talking about.
Pleased to hear it.
Here you are.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
I'd like to.
What are you interested?
I hope.
All right.
I'd like to learn.
There's no time for it.
Attack! Get over! Go to hell! Attack! Come and help us!
Get ready to leave this life. Now you get your ass kicked.
You'll be sorry, fucker!
You'll be sorry, fucker. Not it.
I'll beat you
need a
to
hand here.
bloody pulp, fucker!
You want to try me? Show your stuff!
You silly doggy.
What was that? Did you get lost in the dark? What do you want? Isn't it a bit late for visiting? It happens. Just watch where you're going next. Good to see you.
Well, he thinks up a false alarm. I'm running around like a headless chicken because of it. And if you don't want to sit behind bars for a few days, you'd better think twice before joking around like that next time.
I have the book the collector stole.
Lad, you have no idea how happy you just made me. And what about the collector? Do I understand correctly that he is taken care of?
Yes. The collector is dead, and his band broken up. The villagers have nothing to fear now.
Oh, if it were only that easy. But thanks, lad. They'll certainly sleep better now. And about that reward. Here are the groschen promised from the monastery. And I've added a little from my own pocket for taking care of that scoundrel.
Thank you, bailiff. Have you heard about that secret fight club?
Perhaps you should tell me what you know about it. And fast.
I just overheard something, that's all.
It better be. Well, if you were to overhear anything else, let me know. I'd like to nip it in the bud.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
What? Come and get some fresh.
If you have anything to offer in return, I have some nice wares to sell here.
I'm interested.
You silly...
Greetings. What's going on here?
What the fuck do you think is going on? Want to trade? Or are you just here to blather?
Let's do business.
You're on. No bullshitting. That's how I like it.
I'd like to discuss...
Aye. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I'm sorry.
You're always welcome here. What do you need, sir?
I need... I'd like to do some...
Aye. Excellent. It was a... What would you like?
What do
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Sure.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
What can you do? That they were. Penny bonds. What will it be?
Where did you get that new bench? Ours is all creaky, and I keep getting...
I'll have a look.
Well,
I made it myself.
finally. I was glad
Don't
to be
lie.
any good, sir.
Where would you have learnt how to
I
do
tried them
that?
all when I got back
Do you
home,
think it's
so
hard,
they'd last
framing a
till the
few
winter.
planks of wood and nailing them together? Get hold of some wood and come over. I'll be happy to help you.
What can I do?
I always fancied those chairs.
I need new clothes and shoes. Do you know of anyone?
The nearest tailor can be found in Miskovitz. That's the village through the forest here, halfway to Kuttenberg. And for new shoes, it's always best to go to the city.
What's going on around?
Nothing much. We've suffered.
No fear. Why is this sticky? And what can I get for you?
That's what I call a...
God be with you, Nate.
I apologise.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you. Take that, you shit! Now you're in trouble.
I heard you've been looking for a thief.
You heard right. He's a laborer from a nearby village, Vysoka. What was his name now? Yes, Pavel, that's it.
What was it he stole?
A few small valuables, some boots and a book.
How did you find him out?
Well, he disappeared just after the robberies.
And couldn't someone else have done it?
I doubt it. Supposedly a poor boy, and he disappears overnight without a word of farewell? Might as well have confessed.
Where might he have gone?
In these parts? Only Kuttenberg.
How can you be so sure?
On account of that book he stole, he wouldn't be able to sell that anywhere else.
Supposing I try and find him.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. You think I've got time to run around Kuttenberg looking for some petty thief?
So I'll have a look around and try to find him. Maybe he tried to sell someone that loot.
I was thinking that too. If I was you, I'd ask one of the traders in Kuttenberg about him.
Bis bald.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
I apologize.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Quick! Oh, God. Quick! Quick!
What? We got you now, you...
It was you! Give up.
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
I've got... Did you want to strangle that fella, you bastard? You won't escape justice. You'll pay compensation, or it's the stake for you.
All right, I'll pay.
Now show me what you've got.
All right.
All right, then. I don't see anything else suspicious. In that case, an indulgence will suffice. Now...
God grant you...
Silly doggy.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
What's a priest doing in a military camp?
Whatever he can, my son. Whatever he can.
Do you serve mass like other priests?
I serve Mass and give blessings just like my brothers in churches and parishes. I can also officiate at marriages and administer last rites. I reckon you can guess which is more common here.
Do you care for the wounded? Priests and monks do that sometimes, don't they?
Nothing like that. We have blacksmiths and bathmaids for that here. And if something happens to the nobles, we have good surgeons. And then there's that learned foreigner. Bah!
Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa, and he says he comes ex-Africa. You can't miss him. He's as different from us as a man can be.
Does something seem strange about him to you?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He prays to him on the ground several times a day. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat, yet he can't keep his eyes off our women.
Do you take part in the fighting?
Vivere militare est. But no, I'm a chaplain, not a warrior. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, there's no way to escape the horrors. And in a place like this, it's easy for people to forget about God, or at least start to doubt.
Do you serve King Sigismund directly?
I serve our Lord, but the king sometimes calls on me for confession.
What could the king possibly have to confess?
You don't actually expect me to tell you that, do you? That's between me, the king, et Domine Noster. God be with you.
Excuse me.
I'm going to see Farkash. Do you know where I might find him?
I have no idea, but Chaplain Bohemil or that foreign barber surgeon might know. Or Milada in the bathhouse. She knows everything. Farewell, my friend.
Careful.
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkash. Could you help me?
Certainly, certainly. Farkas's tent is in the lower section of the camp. If you head down the hill from the smithy, you can't miss it. Oh, and one more thing. He always keeps a band of Cumans nearby. Be careful.
Thank you, Father. I will. Do they allow prisoners here in the camp to go to confession?
That's a very strange question. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious to know how they treat prisoners. Be they friend or foe. It would be cruel to deny them the chance to confess before God.
That's quite right. If a prisoner asked to make a confession, I'd be glad to speak with him. But we hardly ever have the privacy for that. There are always guards in front of the tent, and there are ears everywhere.
I'm going to see Laszlo Farkash. Do you know where I might find him?
Of course. You'll find his headquarters in a circle of Cuman tents right below the smithy.
Thanks. That should be easy to find.
You're welcome. I don't want to stick my nose in it, but be careful.
Do you know where prisoners are held in the camp?
Do you even know what you are asking about? Be glad none of the king's men can hear us.
That's why I'm asking you. I'm just curious, that's all.
Well, all right. Try looking above the smithy. But do not go anywhere you should not. And if they catch you, you never spoke to me.
Of course. Thank you.
Careful, man.
No stupid mistakes now.
Finish!
Trinkets and finery, and thinks nothing of stealing or whoring
Good day to you. What'll it be?
You certainly know about everything that goes on here in the camp, right?
Of course. The bathhouse is like a second confessional. But instead of prayers and fasting, our sinners can expect wine and wenches.
Do you know where I could find Farkash? I don't really know my way around here.
Do you mean Laszlo Farkash?
That's the one.
Oh, really? He's easy to find. His tent is right below the smithy. It's big and red, and it's always surrounded by a band of cumans.
I need to ask about a matter that's rather, delicate.
I hope it's nothing too vulgar.
No, nothing like that. But I'd appreciate if it stayed between the two of us. I need to know where they keep the prisoners here. I'm here to negotiate the release of a captured knight. But the whole thing seems fishy. I need to make sure the right man is being held captive here.
I understand, but I can't give you much advice. When I went to see the blacksmith with some herbs for back pain, I passed a tent with 2 men standing in front of it. Someone inside was groaning and moaning. I thought someone had dragged one of my girls in there. I wanted to go in and give him hell, but those 2 wouldn't let me in. They said it was none of my business and I should be on my merry way. I thought it was suspicious.
I'll be sure to go there.
So you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called woman. They look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed, enough to turn even an honest man's head. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called woman.
Huh?
They look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed, enough to turn even an honest man's head.
What in the devil are you doing?
Are you Sir Peter of Sukadleski?
No, I'm not. I'm Hinek of Hobza.
Oh, Sakra. I'll have to keep looking.
Wait! That name sounds familiar, though. But I'm as hungry as a wolf. If you bring me some food, I'll tell you what I know about him.
I happen to have...
Show me what it is. Finally, a decent bit of food. Even the dogs here eat better than I do.
So, tell me what you know about Peter.
There was someone else here with me, also a knight. But whether he's this Peter of yours, I don't know.
Where is he now?
With the Lord.
You mean he's dead?
Aye, a few days ago it was.
I have to find him. What did they do with the body?
They took it away. I heard them say they got hold of a cart to haul the corpse away.
Where do they want to take him?
How am I supposed to know? Away. As quick as possible. No matter what killed him. They don't want word getting out. They're even treating me as if I'll croak at any moment.
Sorry to hear that, but could you get to the point?
The carts are down by the horses. I hope you'll excuse me for not accompanying you.
If it was Peter of Sukadleski, I'm in serious trouble. You really don't remember his name? He must have introduced himself to you.
Him? Not a chance. He was fading fast when they brought him in. He was in pain and barely said half a dozen words. When he began to be delirious, I knew it wouldn't end well.
That's not good news. What's going to happen to you?
I'm waiting to be exchanged. My honourable jailer has demanded a large sum of money, and on top of that, the hand of my sister. I had no idea I was worth so much. I hope my wife appreciates me more when I finally get home.
I could help you get out of here if you want.
Save your energy. My father is already on his way. He'll be here in a few days. If I take off now, I'd just make more trouble. No, I'll just sit here until they barter me off like a bushel of oats. That is, if I don't starve to death first.
I better get going.
May be different. They are all secretly in league, one covering up the wrongdoings of the other. Forget about women's skin-deep beauty. If thine eyes offend thee, blot them out. If thine tongue offends thee, cut it out.
Yeah, this is definitely Peter. Jan's not going to be happy about this.
Tüdés, most azonnal!
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkas.
He near. Shator. Tent.
What does Laszlo look like?
Virus is fekete.
Uh-huh. And what would that mean?
Virus like blood is fekete like night.
Ah, colours. So he's wearing red and black?
Again.
Which tent belongs to Laszlo?
A big one. In front there is...
Thanks. Sir Laszlo Farkas?
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of Sir Jan of Sukadleski. My task is to negotiate with you the terms for the release of his brother, Knight Peter.
Really?
He gave me a letter with his seal. Here.
Huh. Very well.
I know what happened to the captive. I saw the body.
Pichabo. All right. You have seen through my ruse.
Who killed Peter of Sukadleski?
The Grim Reaper. He died of fever a few days ago. The Sobons had a look at him, but could not do anything. You do not have to believe me, but I'm telling you this to show I am not hiding anything from you.
Very well. What should I tell Jan?
What would you like to tell him?
The truth, obviously.
Fine, as you wish. I assume Jan will at least want a proper burial for his brother. He came for his brother, and his brother he shall get.
Very well. So, we'll negotiate?
Excellent. I was beginning to think you only wanted to waste my time.
Let's discuss the ransom.
I see no reason to discuss such a matter with a messenger boy.
Then what am I supposed to tell Jan?
Tell him that he should bring all the resources he has available to the handover. I shall negotiate the exact price with him in person.
Where will the handover take place?
Right here. I will get him ready to be transported the moment you leave.
Out of the question. Jan insists the handover takes place outside your camp. On neutral ground.
So be it. What about by that mill on the hill between Miskowitz and Horschen?
That sounds good. How will we message each other about the meeting time?
Send the groom from the tavern by the oak. The men know him, and they will let me know.
That should be just about everything.
Yes, it should be. Return to your master. I do not need to be held up any longer.
Where do you think you're going?
That's it. Next time, don't go creeping around here where you don't belong.
Braver Köter. Servus, guter Mann. What?
We know each other, don't we? We met at Trotsky.
Oh ja, du hast recht. You are Henry, Lord Capen's man. Seltsamer Zufall. The last time I saw you, we were ambushed in that fucking ravine.
You survived the attack. A lot of people didn't make it out of there.
Genau. Wirklich terrible it was, but I survived. With a bruise or two and a concussion. Unfortunately, the other fellows I was with were not so lucky. Now our village has only sorrowful mothers, widows and Waisen.
Where are you headed now?
Duty calls, for I am still the magistrate in unserem Dorf.
And your lord is still Otto von Berghoff?
Ja, natürlich. And that verdammte tragedy of Nabokov has me busy dealing with the inheritance left by the poor souls who fell there.
It sounds urgent, if you have to deal with it when the gravediggers barely buried the last of them.
Well, there is no one to do it for me. The scribe is crippled, and both of my servants are dead. And worse, I can forget about riding for a while. That bastard who knocked me down broke 2 of my ribs. Ja, diese verdammte Schlucht. Und was ist mit dir, Mann? I heard they hounded you through the woods like vermin. Von Bergo has got it in for you, they say. Is that true?
If you really want to know, Bailiff, von Bergov's a lying bastard who betrayed us. And not only us, the traitor has King Wenceslas imprisoned in Vienna.
And why are you telling me this?
Because we are on different sides in this war, and we could just as well beat each other to a pulp, Bailiff. But there's no sense in you taking needless risks for a lord who left your village full of widows and orphans.
I lost many good men there. And perhaps the blame lies with him. Schön. I will pretend I heard nothing, and we can go our separate ways. Mögen sich unsere Wege hiermit trennen.
Ave Maria.
God be with you, neighbor.
Greetings to you too.
Earlier you mentioned a bunch of peasants taking up arms against Sigismund.
Aye, a bunch of villagers. But they might be onto something.
How are they trying to fight Sigismund?
Do not imagine anything too grand. Mostly they are just trying to survive. Some time ago, they raided a supply caravan heading to Sigismund's camp. Then the very same supplies turned up with the hungry families in Miskowitz. They are doing a good job. But if they keep stepping on Sigismund's toes like that, he will go after them. And soon.
We could use a band like that.
I agree. But Siska was against it. You saw it yourself. I promised I would not look for them.
So, what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm not going to break my word. But you did not make any such promise, did you?
Do you know where to look for them?
From what I know, they mostly hang around Miskovitz. It seems they use a secret password to recognize their own.
Password? What password?
Fuck. What was it? Ah, I remember. The fox is in the henhouse.
How did you learn their secret password?
When Dry Devil's band broke up, I was looking for a company to join. Then this one time at a tavern, there was this scrawny, drunken loudmouth going on about the Peasants Revolt and shouting out the password for all to hear. Some old woman from Miskovitz slapped that lad so hard, his chin hit the table.
Right, so I'm supposed to look for a scrawny, drunken loudmouth?
We have plenty of those already. I reckon you ought to talk to the old crone. I have a feeling she might be the way to get to that. Try telling her the password and see what happens.
All right. I hope I won't get slapped too.
You free me from stocks. I never forget this. Janos will repay you.
Do you have any specific reward in mind?
Hey, you listen close.
I'm listening.
Really?
Aye, really.
You want my sausage? You'll never find better.
What are you blabbering about? What sausage?
Proper one. Full of goodness. Maybe not smell so good, but taste good when you hold nose.
Please tell me you're talking about food.
Yeah, I talk about sausage. What else? Janos's sausage. Ah, I see. You think I means big, huge salami in my hose, eh? He's not for just anybody. Me? I am decent Christian.
I'll take it.
You will not be sorry. Come back when it is nice and firm. It melt in your mouth. You see.
Firm? Well, all right. You told me to come back for sausages. So here I am.
No hurry, eh? Sausages not grow on trees. Come back when they're ready.
What did you do before they locked you up?
What do you think? I steal food. You know that, eh? Ah, you mean before, like back. I was locked up then.
Oh, I see you're one lucky bloke. Also for food?
No, because of war. They take me prisoner. Want to chop my head off, but then find out I am a cook.
You're a cook?
No, but they not know that. So they lock me up in Castle on Rap.
And what did you cook for them? Sauerkraut?
Lucky there was Serbian cook there. He teach me everything. If you know have blue blood, being cook is not bad, eh?
And how did it all turn out?
Cook catch plague and die. Me? I escape back to Bohemia.
Teach me something then. Maybe it'll come in handy.
Not now, later.
But Borrow is already setting up a job near Chrumets. Aha. What's gotten into you? What's your problem?
Excuse me.
Janos and Otter are back, so that's a reason to celebrate. Are you drinking with us?
Let's have a toast to that.
Toast? Nah, we get drunk like hogs.
To pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
Nah, he's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. But I don't feel like it anymore.
No to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Yeah! To us!
You should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
I suppose so. Thanks, Shishka.
Ungrateful bastards! Now we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To the king.
Which one? Or we drink 2 times?
Don't make trouble, Janos. Henry saved you from the noose, but no one will save you from me.
What I care about any kings? Better drink to Henry!
To Henry!
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only then? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
Raniek's dead. God have mercy on him.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite. But it was Dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie. Miałem go lepiej pilnować.
Don't feel bad, hey? He not want help and he don't deserve it. What about the rest?
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwa, jak świnie!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
And Bahuta, he has decided to redeem himself, so he could pass the Lord's judgment.
Co za jełop. Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, give up meat and beer, and the woman's. Fuck, poor bastard.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remained.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us! Long live us!
W moim ogródeczku rośnie różyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu, mego kunicka. Nie chcę, nie napoję, bo się kunia, kurwa boję. Bo się kunia, kurwa boję, bo mi jeszcze młoda!
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, though. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie! Pięknie!
Henry, my friend, Janos love you.
A mnie nie?
You most, my sweet Otter.
No to wypijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that.
Of course we'll drink.
Two last drop, Henry. That is the way. You tell us some story, eh?
Fellas,
I could not say it better.
Amen!
Oh, kurwa. I feel like shit.
I'll be right with you.
Greetings to you.
So,
Honestly, I've no idea. But I haven't felt this sick in a long time.
aye, well, Janos and Otter didn't spare you. But usually they only drink someone under the table like that just once.
You always drink like that?
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Kubienka, Otter and Janos. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Well, didn't you say you needed to find Liechtenstein as soon as possible?
Aye, I'm working on it. I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Well, why not? And since it's you, I'll show it to you twice so you'll understand it. If you're a good lad, I'll show you one of my best tricks with a sword. Or how to quickly send the bastard who's against you to the devil! But it can only be done with a sword. And what's more, you can't have a shield in your other hand.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Of course. I knew immediately that would lure you in. The main thing is to attack from above. To quickly catch the opponent's wrist and push the edge of your own sword over his blade, so it's under his neck. If you do it right, I reckon I don't have to tell you what comes next, do I? And now, come and try it a few times.
Why did they want to hang?
I reckon my face bothered them. More likely they're pissed off I'm not a hypocritical fucker like they are.
And that's a reason for execution?
Unlike the hypocrites in the League of Lords, I'm not ashamed of what I am.
I know they call you Dry Devil.
Aye. They call me a lot of things, laddie. And that's what rankles the Lords, that I'm getting rich at their expense. And that's some fucking fat loot they stole from the king.
So you're on the king's side?
I'm on the side of whoever pays me, lad. And I'll tell you one thing. I've never gone back on my word. My noble word is my oath. Unlike that of bastards like von Bergau or von Rosenborg.
Have you been at war?
Aye, I fought in Moravia, and I'm still the hetman of the royal city of Znaim. You're just a yokel, so you hardly know what's been going on in the kingdom these last few years.
You're an experienced...
Not a damn thing, lad. But first, bring me...
All right. Here you go.
Good lad. Now, what do you want?
I need to improve my sword fighting skills.
Then sword fight, damn it! That the main thing is not to soil your brain. All right then. I'll show you a few devilish...
How you feeling?
Not really.
Horses. You puke all over yourself and half of tavern. We have to take you to get scrapped that night. Them wenches, they clean you up nice, like new, but you tell them crazy shit. Then we tuck you in bed like baby and you sleep. I don't even have to think.
Oh, Christ the Lord. You told me to come back for sausages. So here I am.
You must wait. They be ready soon.
I'd like to learn...
It will take some... But you give me some coin, and I teach you what...
I saw that you can...
Yeah.
Teach...
Shame.
I'd like to...
It will... But...
Just tell me... I'll get it.
This may be cured.
I'd like...
It will take... But you give...
Teach me... Soup.
Alright.
Like that, eh?
You want to try me?
I'll kill ya!
I was starting to think I'd end up hanging from a tree when suddenly you showed up.
Nah, don't mention it. I'm just glad you're all right.
All thanks to you. Here, take this, and thank you.
Hey, good man! I need to speak with you. Hey!
What are you doing hanging around here, old man? Are you alright?
Not entirely. I'm Sejezek of Holohlavie.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry, but this is an ambush.
What?
Please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender nicely. I don't want to hurt you.
Hold on. Maybe we can do this without anyone getting robbed. Can we talk this through?
Make it quick, though. My life is slipping away, and the sooner this unpleasantness ends, the better.
What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor. Only I've been a bit down on my luck recently.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
How should I know? You shouldn't be robbing in the first place.
But I need money.
Well, why not get it honourably? You're a knight. Can't you go and fight somewhere or find someone to protect?
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear? How?
It's a long story.
No matter. I have time enough.
I made my living through honourable service. Most recently as a mercenary in King Sigismund's service.
How could you fight for Sigismund? After all that foreign dog did here?
Petsunia non olet, my friend. You know the saying, money doesn't stink, at least up to a certain point. Our unit was tasked with requisition supplies in Betschwar. That's a village not far from here. Zavish of Garbov, my commander, said the people were starting to cheat the army on supplies, so we were to reweigh and recount everything. And he was right. They were slipping sand into the flour sacks. And they were playing dumb about it. Zavish lost it. And the requisitioning turned into plundering.
Well, it's not pretty. But these people knew what they were up against. If they'd been honest...
Then they'd have nothing left. Wherever the requisitioning unit goes, even the mice starve. I went to Zavish to stop it. What's chivalrous about plundering and killing innocents? In the end, I challenged him to a duel. We wagered our honor, our armor, and our horses.
And you lost it all?
And with it, my place in the army.
Why did you wager everything in the first place? Is it some kind of knightly tradition?
Not always. It's a gesture to show that you really will defend your point of view at all costs.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And you seemed like a skilled fighter. That's why I chose you. If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then at least they should be capable of defending themselves.
And how much money do you actually need?
Heaven knows. In truth, I don't know if Zavish will speak to me at all, but I have to at least try.
What if I tried to help you? I'll go to your commander and try to convince him to give it all back.
You'd do that for me?
Oh, I offered, didn't I? So, where can I find this man?
In Sigismund's camp. His name is Zavish of Garbov. He has a black eagle and 3 yellow stones on his coat of arms. He's got a rather inconspicuous tent above the camp kitchen. Hopefully you'll find it.
And how will I recognize your things? Is your coat of arms on them?
Of course. On my cuirass and on the caparison of my horse Gringolet. It's the same as I have in my shield here. A black raven with a ring in its beak on a yellow ground. If you get my things back from Zavish, come and see me in the tavern in Pshitok. They let me sleep in the hay there.
Good to see you.
God be with you.
Oh, you pooch. Bit chilly.
What a night.
My humble respects.
You have the option to search the camp and retrieve Jezek's armor and horse by yourself, but it's a good idea to go through Zavish since doing so is necessary for the missable achievement called Master of Masters. You can find Zavish at Sigismund's camp. However, he won't let you simply buy back the items. You'll need to challenge him to get them. To succeed, you'll have to pass a skill check using either the warfare skill, which should be quite high, or the domination skill, which only needs to be at 24 to succeed. If your skill level isn't up to par before you talk to him, make sure to equip any items that boost your charisma and consider having a drink to help out.
Gosh, Pravda. Such a distinguished visit. What do you want from me?
I heard about what happened between you and Jezek. I understand that you're in the right. But couldn't you return his armor and horse? Without them, it's as if he's not a knight at all.
So poor valiant Jezek's not doing well, and I should show I have a good heart. That would soon have everyone around walking all over me. I'd rather let the armor rust than give it back to Jezek. Did he even tell you how he lost it?
I know a bit about it, but I'd be interested in your side of the story.
There's no his side and my side here. There are just facts. We went to the village to stock up. The locals wanted to cheat us and slipped us a bag of sand instead of flour. So we looted and torched the place. But when it was all over, Jezek started going on at me about how it was dishonorable. But he took his ration of flour all the same, the whoreson.
Look, I understand that you're mad at Jezek, but he needs help. It's just not right for a lord to become a thief.
So that is what his lordship from Hololavi is doing now.
What else is left when you've taken everything from him? You're the only one who can do anything about it.
Yes, maybe I can send my men to drag him here in chains and lash him with a whip.
How about we stop arguing about it? I'll just buy the armor and horse from you. Name the price.
You still do not understand. I do not care how many groschen you and Jezek put together. Everyone in this fucking camp needs to know that I am in charge for once. And I will not take any shit from anyone.
You know what? I've had enough of this. I should have known right away. There's no reasoning with a murderer like you. It's people like you with no conscience who make war so ugly. If Jezek had beaten you, then...
Jezek lost! And he still understood nothing. You know what? I'll give you Jezek's armor and his old nag, but we will duel. Nice and chivalrously, like knights should. I will bet the horse and armor, and you will match the price in groschen. It will give us both something to strive for.
What kind of duel?
We will compete in 3 rounds. Pole arms first, then short swords and shields, and finally with long swords. Each man shall take his own weapons and armor. All you have to do to win is beat the other man twice, and the winner takes it all.
Well, that's not very fair. You're a knight. You trained in combat all your life. But I'm barely a page. Couldn't I have a slight advantage?
Shall I blindfold myself? Hop on one leg? Or did you have something else in mind?
No, I don't want an easy win. Just an even chance.
I'll tell you what. I'll try to spare you a bit. But don't expect me to fight without armor with a blunt sword for your benefit. Got it?
Got it.
Excellent. Get yourself the necessary armor and equipment. When you are ready, bring me the coin and we will start.
Hungry.
Why is this all sticky?
Good job.
What do you have for sale? Word about the
Well, I suppose. Thank you, sir. How can I?
Sure. Let's talk about the...
Well... That's all.
All right.
I'm glad... What?
I'll have a look at the...
Worried about the Well, I was glad to be of help to you. I'm sorry.
Coming right up.
I'd like to do something about... Huh. Fine. What would you like, sir?
What do
I'd like... Well... Aye.
You'll face off against Zavish in 3 distinct challenges to earn your rewards. First, you'll duel him using a polearm, followed by a match with a shield and any one-handed weapon, and finally, you'll take him on with a 2-handed sword. Before you can initiate these battles, ensure you have all the required items in your inventory. Once you're ready, make a hard save, then head back to Zavish's tent to place your 300 groschen bet and kick off the duel. If you manage to defeat Zavish in all 3 consecutive matches, you'll unlock the Master of Masters trophy as soon as the announcer declares the fight results.
over their heads because of the likes of you?
Very nice speech. But let us see how you talk when I knock some of your teeth out. Come on. I cannot wait.
Hail, gentlemen, brave knights, loyal comrades. Today... we will witness a duel between Sir Zavish of Garabov, called the Black, and Henry of Skullets. Henry, a commoner, will fight today in the name of Sir Jezek of Holohlavi. The noble lord of Garabov has decided to accept the challenge because of this very fact. With 3 duels, they will settle once and for all the dispute between the Lord of Gabov and the Lord of Holohlavi. I ask both combatants to take their positions and take up arms. Let the clash of pole arms begin.
You! Useless! Wanker! Useless! Wanker! Useless!
He's beaten the Lord of Garboff. Both combatants may now catch their breath and have a bath maid tend to their wounds before the next round.
Can I ask you something?
You complain?
What?
Concernant mistake. It's that.
combatants are ready for the second round. The duel with one-handed weapons can begin. And thus the duel of shields comes to an end. And the winner is Henry of Skullet. Unbelievable.
Christ,
God must
that
have
stings.
guided his hand. Both combatants may now
to stop
tend
the
to their
bleeding.
wounds and rearm themselves for the third and final duel. The noblest fight begins. The longsword duel.
Wanker!
Longsword duel is at its end, and the undisputed winner is Henry of Skullet.
A bandage!
He's defeated
Quick!
his rival with an incredible performance.
Oh, I hope that's enough.
Duels were well fought, and God was on the side of the one in the right. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Not only has the brave Henry won glory, he's cleared the name of Lord Jezek of Hologlavi from disgrace, while he put the Lord of Garabov to shame with his performance. The dispute between these two gentlemen is now at an end. Glory to the victor, honor to the vanquished.
Well, is that everything?
But you will...
Haven't you? Farewell, Lord of Garbov.
Well, off you go. And... good luck.
Excuse me.
You're seeing this.
What would you... I need... Let's talk about the pro...
Great! What can I do for you?
I'll have a...
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Good to see you.
Well, that should be everything. Jezek's sure to be happy.
Here's got to flow.
My humble respect.
Hey there, pony. If only you knew how much trouble you caused me, friend. But I'm sure Jezek can't wait to see you. Easy. Be good horse. Ka! Ja! Quick! Go! Ja! Ka! Go! Quick! God! Quick! Go! 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 Quick! Go! Quick! Quick! Ka! Ja!
Completing this trophy will cancel out the trophy for Lent, which requires you to finish the game without harming any animals. It's best to tackle this after you've completed the story or to reload your save file afterward. To get started, grab a pistol and some scattershot ammo. Next, head to specific deer hunting locations during the day, as that's where you'll often spot rabbits. Before you start hunting, make sure to create a manual save. Once you see some rabbits, take aim and shoot one with the scattershot from your pistol. It will go down in a single hit. If you happen to miss, just reload your save and try again.
Go! Go! Quick!
Whoa, whoa.
Servus, Freund.
About these things of yours.
Did Zavish listen to you? Tell me, how did it go?
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to take part in a nightly duel.
Damn. He didn't hurt you too much, I hope.
Well, that fella? Come on. He hardly had a chance to blink and he was on his arse. He hadn't a chance against me.
But he's a tournament veteran. You have my admiration, lad. What about my Gringolet? Did he give him to you?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hollerlavi will be forever in your debt. Take this shield, so at least you'll have something to remember me by if this is farewell for good, which is quite likely given how old and grey I am. I'd like to give you my spurs. You may not be a knight, but they can still be of use to you. And you know what? Now that I have my things back, I can do without the groschen I've saved up. Take them. Let them be of some use.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. It's time for me to go home. I haven't been there in years, and somehow I feel it in my bones that I shouldn't put it off.
Well then, I'm glad to have met you, Sir Knight.
Godspeed, valiant Henry.
Excuse me.
I'd like to look.
What are you interested?
I'd like to.
I'll take.
I'd like to.
What is it?
Maybe.
Fine.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Quality goods here. Rain or shine.
Well, I'm... Let's talk.
Ja, finally. I'm glad you found. Was möchte?
What do you have?
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft.
What do you have? I'd like to do something about that price.
Was soll's? Hi. Danke. Das war ein
The
gutes
best
Geschäft.
wares
mein
on the
Herr.
market. Come and take a look.
Careful. What are you doing here?
Phew! What are you doing here?
Good up.
What do you have for... Let's talk about the...
Very well. Thank you, sir. And come again. Nothing to your liking, sir.
Stop that whistling. What are you doing, you whistler?
Go! God! God! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Good day.
Listen carefully, Grandma. I heard something interesting.
What will that be?
The fox is in the henhouse.
Well, it's about time someone came. I was getting worried. Are you new? Why didn't Otter come? I hope nothing happened to him.
I'm not part of your group. I'm from Jan Žižka's retinue, and we'd like to join forces with your band of brigands against Sigismund.
Mother of God! I've heard about you. If Žižka wants to help the local folks, you should talk to Otter. Listen, here's what we're going to do. You need to find Otter, and I need to deliver supplies to them. So I'll give them to you, and you'll go and take them to the camp. It's in the woods west of here.
What made you want to help the fight against Sigismund?
I don't care about Sigismund. I care about our people here. The soldiers take what they please, and we're forced to live in squalor because of it. I want this to finally be over.
How many locals are involved in this revolt?
There's half a dozen lads at the camp, but everybody's doing what they can. There isn't a single family left untouched by this war. And even if common folk can't do much against the lords, we're not going to just lie down and die, are we?
Who is this Otter?
He's a young lad. He's brave, and he hates those plunderers with a passion. His mother refused to give Sigismund's men the food she had kept for her children. The soldiers beat her up and took everything anyway. The poor woman didn't recover. God rest her soul.
Hand me the supplies, and I'll take them to the camp.
It's just some healing potions and a bit of food. And if you come back and tell me if Otter's all right, I'll make some for you too.
I'll keep that in mind. A word about the...
All right. Hey, go away. Are you looking for something?
Quick! Go! Go!
What in God's name happened here?
I don't... Came to finish me off, you bastard.
Calm down. I'm on your side. Vlasta sent me. What happened here?
We were ambushed. You've got to help me, man. My leg. I took an arrow in the leg. I pulled it out, but it won't stop bleeding.
There's a lot of blood. But the wound isn't so deep. We need to stop the bleeding first.
And how are you going to do that?
Give me your belt. We need to strangulate the leg closer to the heart. Then I'll clean the wound and take a proper look at it.
Thank you.
It'll take a while. Try not to move too much.
Thanks, Henry.
Can you stand up?
Aye, it's better now. You must have been sent here by my guardian angel.
Well, if your guardian angel's name is Vlasta, and she makes ointments in Miskovitz, then I.
Ah, good old Vlasta. She's been helping us a lot ever since we started. Wait, do you hear that? Wolves!
Oh, shit. They must have followed the smell of blood. Can you defend yourself?
It's not like I have a choice. Get him!
Die! Move! Die!
I'm not going to get eaten by a bunch of... fucking wolves after surviving that ambush.
You alright?
Aye, but I was starting to think we were done for. I have to do something to repay you. This is the second time you've saved my life. Our little rebellion is over. But I still have some groschen that we stole from Sigismund tucked away. I have them stashed in a jug hidden on a cliff near Miskovitz.
What are you gonna do now?
I have relatives living near Sedlitz. I'll hide out there.
I originally started looking for your group to offer an alliance. I'm from Jan Žižka's retinue. We want to put King Wenceslas back on the throne. You could join us.
Well, it's a shame you didn't get here sooner.
As you can see, there's no one left.
Well, at least you can still join us.
With my leg like this. Look, yesterday I'd have said something else, but I can't anymore. I'm done fighting. You see all those dead fellas? It was me who roused them to become rebels. I don't want any more lives on my conscience.
Vlasta was worried about you. Maybe you could hide at her place.
No way. I'd just be inviting trouble to her doorstep. I have to get out of here while everyone thinks I'm dead too. Give her my thanks. For everything.
We'd better get out of here before something else happens.
Aye, you're right. Don't forget to collect the groschen. I hope you succeed in bringing peace back to these lands. God be with you.
Here you go. Take it. Mutt! Quick! Quick! God! Go! Oh, boy.
Christ, take a bath. You look awful.
I'm back from the camp.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
It's bad. When I got there, the camp was ransacked.
Good God! Is everyone all right? What about Otter? Is he safe?
Otter is the only survivor. I treated his wounds. He should be fine.
Thank God for that, at least.
He asked me to give you his thanks for all the help you've given them.
He's a good lad. But why didn't he come back with you?
He said he needed to hide. He'll be staying with relatives near Sedlets. He didn't want you to get into trouble.
Hopefully, he can come back when this war is over. It's ravaged so many families already. I'm glad you helped him, lad. Take this as a reward. One sip, and you'll get all your strength back, I promise. But don't drink too much at once.
Thank you. Why do you live so far away from the village?
I lived here with my husband. May he rest in peace. Peter worked in the forest. We moved around a lot. And when he died, I stayed here. Folks from Miskovitz know me and come to see me. I've got everything I need here.
You said your husband worked in the forest?
Aye. I suppose it doesn't matter now if I tell you. Peter was a poacher. And that's what cost him his life in the end. He was caught and hanged on Dead Man's Hill outside Kuttenberg.
What do the locals need your help with?
Surely you've heard already, eh? I help in any way I can.
Wouldn't you rather live in the village?
I'd rather be alone, where I lived with Peter, than somewhere else. But just as alone. Take care now. If you left, something might go missing. And that...
Car! Go! Car! Car! Quick! Quick!
Where did that come from?
Fucking bloody mutts!
Go! Quick!
Huh? This is our place. Get out of here, Oldie. Come on. What? Get out of here right now, or I'll kick your ass. Kurva! We're under attack! Kurva! What the? Intruder! Get over here! You swine! Attack! Everyone, get over here! Alert! Alert!
Fuck you! I'll sort you out nicely. Not tough enough on your own?
It's a trap! Now you're gonna die! Azar! Come and help us! Ha!